Rytr versus Jasper.ai. So as you can tell by today's video title, we're going to be doing an in-depth comparison going over literally everything you need to know in regards to Jasper.ai versus Rytr right here. We're going to go through the pros and cons, the pricing plans, and whether or not Rytr is going to be the right choice for you or Jasper.ai. So without further ado, let's begin today's video. And if you do want either one of these amazing, powerful softwares, I will be providing links down below to both softwares in the video description and to the best deals available for both softwares, including free trials. So for Jasper.ai, if you actually sign up for the link down below, you can get a free trial and try it out for 5 days, and you also get 10,000 words for free. Rytr right here, they also have a free plan as well. So yeah, with that being said, let's do a bit of a comparison. So right off the bat, before we even begin today's video, let's actually do a in-depth analysis of what use cases you can actually use both Jasper.ai and Rytr for. So inside of Jasper right here, this is going to be your dashboard right here. As you can see, you can go over here to templates. And as you can see, there's a lot of different use cases that we can actually use Jasper.ai for. So the most common option right here is going to be the long form assistant. This allows you to create essentially like long form type of articles, all that type of stuff from start to finish. The AIDA framework, which is one of the oldest marketing frameworks in the world, very powerful for copywriting. The PAS framework as well, also extremely powerful for copywriting. The content improver, if we go over here, there's a bunch of different frameworks which we just discussed. These are going to be the two main ones right here. You can use this for email, for your website, blog, ads, all that type of stuff as well. E-commerce, social media. There's new add-ons is here as well, and different use cases. For example, explain to a child, personalized cold emails, Google video SEO. You can even use this for like Quora questions as well. If we scroll down below, yeah, it should be around here somewhere. Yeah, Quora answers, sorry. So you can use this for Quora answers, basically to write intelligent answers for tough questions. Now, if we compare the use cases to Rytr right here, you'll see that Rytr has a much more simplistic design, and obviously with Jasper, if we go over here to recipes, by the way, so if we go over here to recipes, you'll see that you can actually use these recipes to generate AI generated content as well. So for example, a blog post, product review, blog post review. So if you want to create like a product review, you can use this template and open up the recipe. You can also create new recipes and share them with other people as well, which I've yet to see any other tool introduce at the time I'm recording this video. And there's obviously like a video script blueprint. So I mean, there's a bunch of advanced use cases and advanced features that Jasper.ai seems to have. Now, when it comes to Rytr, I really like their simplistic design because it's very simple and easy to use. So right off the bat, the way it works is that you click on the language you want to do your AI content for. So you'll see they have a multitude of different languages right here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it as English, and you can select the tone right here. So you can do the same thing for Jasper.ai. So if we go over here to long form assistant, and if we go over here to blog post workflow, you can see that you can describe the content you want to create. You can put in the title, intro paragraph, and all that type of stuff. And you will also have options like down the track as well to choose the tone of voice that you want to do as well. So if we go back over here, and if we choose the tone, we can choose convincing just for this, just as the standard of BL. We can select the use case for Rytr right here. So the blog idea, the outline, the blog selection writing, the brand name, business idea, pitch, business ideas, call to action. They also have the copywriting framework AIDA and the copywriting framework PAS as well, just like Jasper.ai has. So if we go back over here to template, they both have this option right here. Okay, so if we go over here to email, Facebook, they have Google search ads. So they have a lot of different use cases like Jasper.ai as well, but from the looks of things, it does seem like the Jasper.ai has a lot more. So if we continue, email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn ads, Google search ads, interview, questions, job description, landing page and website copy. There's a lot of different use cases, as you can see on screen. Song lyrics, which is pretty interesting. Testimonial and review. So there's lots of different use cases right here as well that you can use inside of Rytr. You can also create your own use case as well. So it's very powerful. So what we can do, and what I want to compare in today's video, just for in regards to quality as well, is going to be the blog and outline section. So inside of Jasper.ai, we can actually use the long form assistant to create blog content. And what we can also do is create a blog post outline. So if we just go over here and create a blog post outline, well, we can put in the blog post title topics. So we can put in a topic, for an example. So let's just, for an example, put in the blog post title, how to learn Spanish fast. Okay, and let's see what comes up. And we can obviously put in the tone of voice. So you can choose witty, friendly, angry, polite. There's a bunch of different options. So let's just go ahead and choose professional. Okay. So what we can do right here as well, we can adjust the outputs to see like how many of the outlines you want to actually like produce. All right, so what we obviously want to do is click on generate AI content, and you just click on that and you'll produce some outputs. So I've actually produced 2 outputs right here, and as you can see, this would be a perfect start to create a blog post. So you can basically like create like an outline. So this is excellent if you don't know much about a topic, because you can basically like create, you know, an outline. So, you know, this could be like number one could be like a H1 or H2 header, sorry, right here, right? And then like, you know, number 2 can be like another topic or another H2 header. So you basically like, you know, have outlines and, you know, different topics that you can include in your articles. So as you can see right here, the keyword is how to learn Spanish fast. So the first suggestion is like sign up for a Spanish course at your local community college or online. And then the second option might be like watch Spanish language television shows and movies to improve your listening comprehension. Like these are actually like good ways to learn Spanish, right? And these are different topics you can like expand on inside of Jasper.ai or just inside of your blog in general, right? So it gives us a lot of information right off the bat. So I really like this feature as well inside of Jasper.ai. And if we go inside of Rytr as well, we can put in the primary keywords. So let's just copy and paste this. And if we choose 2 variants, creativity can be, you know, high or optimal. So let's just put in optimal creativity level right for me. And it will give us 2 variants of the blog idea outline as well that we can also compare to Jasper.ai as well. So as you can see right here, Spanish for beginners, how to get started learning Spanish fast, introduction, what is the difference between Spanish and other languages, and all type of stuff, how to start learning Spanish with a free course, the fast approach to learning Spanish quickly. So it's not bad, and it's actually pretty cool to work with this as well. So this is like, you know, keywords and stuff, so that's not bad as well. One thing I will point out though, in comparison to Jasper's outline, you'll see that Jasper gives you like actionable ideas to like discuss. So there's like 6 unique like topics, like points you can describe or write content on for the keyword how to learn Spanish fast, whereas for Rytr right here, it's just generic like headlines that they've like generated, which, you know, you can still work with, but I like how they give you like keywords as well. And with this, you can actually like generate paragraphs and stuff as well. So it's actually really cool. And for the price tag of Rytr, which we'll go over in today's video, it's actually really nice as well. But in comparison to Jasper, I do like Jasper's, how it generates like actionable topics to write about inside of your post. Like right off the bat, I can use this to like easily write content right off the bat just from scratch. But of course, we're going to be using Jasper for that. Now, what I also want to go over is the long form assistant. And this is by far one of the most powerful features inside of Jasper. Again, what makes Jasper so unique compared to like everything else, including Rytr, is not only like the long form assistant, but like even like the recipe section right here, you can just literally create like recipes from scratch and also use the existing recipes to create content. Like especially if you're like looking to create like a product review blog post, you can just use these recipes and it makes your life a lot more easier. So very, 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 very powerful. Now, if we go back over here to long form assistant, we can click on this and we can click on blog post workflow, and it's going to basically do like all the work when it comes to creating like a blog post from scratch pretty much. So what we can do is we can describe the content you want to create. We can put in the keywords, which are optional. So I'm going to put in the keywords right here, how to learn Spanish for free, and learn Spanish. And what you want to do with like Jasper.ai is you want to basically give it a command. So like as if you're like talking to a human being. So like be like, write, for example, write a detailed article on how to learn Spanish for beginners. Again, you want to give it as much information as possible. So if you're writing like an article on how to get a girlfriend, how to get a boyfriend, you could be like, write an article on how to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, right? And you'll just describe it here, so you can use as much characters as you want. So click on continue. You can also write in your own title, or you can let Jasper help you generate titles as well. So let's click on generate ideas right here. Again, it'll generate a title for us automatically, which makes life a lot more easier. And as you can see, we have different title ideas right here. Learning Spanish for Beginners, a comprehensive guide. How to learn Spanish for beginners in 11 easy steps. How to learn Spanish in 11 easy steps. So let's go ahead and choose this one right here. And again, we can add on this. We can, you know, change it up a little bit, and it's just, you know, pretty cool to use as well. Okay. And then we can do the same thing right here, intro paragraph, write your own intro, or let Jasper help you generate ideas. Let's click on generate ideas right here. All right. Okay, and as you can see, we have, you know, different ideas. So let's just read the first one right here. Spanish is one of the most commonly spoken languages in the world. If you are looking to learn any language, Spanish should be at the top of your list. This comprehensive guide will teach you everything you need to know about how to learn Spanish for beginners. It will cover how to learn Spanish for free, as well as some paid options. You'll also learn about different methods for learning Spanish, including online and offline courses. So whether you're just getting started or you have some experience with the language, this guide has something for everyone. So that's a beautiful intro paragraph right there. The quality is just absolutely insane. So definitely going to use that one right there. And then you can click on open editor. And there we go. And what we can also do is we can choose the tone of voice like I just described earlier throughout today's video. You can even put in like popular different celebrities like Joe Rogan, for an example, Oprah as tone of voice as well. So the tone of voice feature is actually quite unique. So I'd encourage you to actually click on the learn more feature right here. And you can actually watch the tutorial video on what type of like tone of voice you can put in. So it's actually very, very, very sophisticated. Like I said, you can even input like people or characters' names into tone of voice and Jasper will try to match it. It's just actually incredible. And if you compare the tone of voice feature alone to Rytr right here, it's just like no comparison. Like it's just, you can't really compare to it, right? And the tone of voice to me is kind of like adding like a bit of spice and flavor to your article. So it's not going to be like the end all be all really, but it's just a nice little add-on that, you know, it really adds a little bit of extra flavor and quality to your article. So I do definitely like that as well. So I'm just going to be pretty plain and just keep it professional. So let's just put in professional tone right here. And it's also important just to have like one type of tone of voice. Don't add like professional, sad, and comma like sad. It just confuses the tool and can affect the quality. So just keep that in mind as well. Now, if we go to the top right hand corner right here, we can click on keyboard shortcuts and pro tips. So it goes over like how you can use the editor, what are Jasper commands. Now, Jasper commands is a very unique feature, and it's what makes Jasper so unique compared to everything else that's out there, including Rytr. So you can use the editor modes as well, keyboard shortcuts. So you'll see there's a bunch of different shortcuts right here, including command plus J. So write next sentence, run a Jasper command, command enter, run a Jasper command and keep the command in place, command shift enter, rerun the last generation to try for better content. And you can also undo the last changes. So you can just use these shortcuts right off the bat to make it easy to do your work inside of Jasper and for Jasper to do its thing, right? Now, what you can also do to make sure you don't have any duplicate content is use the 3 asterisks right here. So you can actually just go right here and you can just apply them right here. And this is going to help prevent duplicate content and reset patterns for Jasper to follow. So a big thing about Jasper is the quality of the content you can produce. So this way you can actually ensure, again, if you use Jasper correctly, to really maintain that high quality content that the AI Jasper tool can generate for you. So I strongly recommend using that feature as well, because it can really maintain that high quality as well. And what we can also do as well, we can rephrase different things. We can fix the grammar, so you can actually connect with like Grammarly if you want to. So you can use a plagiarism checker right here. Of course, you know, you've got to put in some money for that. And 99% of the time, there's not going to be any issues with plagiarism, but of course, you know, it's good to like check it anyway. So that's what I like to do personally when I'm using like any type of like AI generator type of tool like Jasper or Rytr or anything else. So definitely can use that. But what I also like as well is they explain it to a 5th grader tool that you can actually apply right here. So you can kind of like highlight this and you can like, you know, rewrite it to explain it to like a 5th grader. So if you just click on that, we can rewrite that and it'll be, you know, much more simpler as well. So you can obviously see that. Now, if we go back to Rytr right here, we can obviously get rid of this, like the keywords, or we can actually use this to like create content as well. We can just highlight it and like rephrase paragraph. And what we can do is we can use these use cases. So if let's just say I want to use the copywriting framework AIDA or the copywriting framework PAS, I can click on that and I can add that inside of my article as well. We can do the same thing right here inside the document editor, inside of Jasper. So we can just go over here to power mode and we can choose the PAS framework for an example, and we can go ahead and generate that and add it to our document right here as well. So you can definitely do that. And I could have done that before as well with the blog outline. So I'm going to have my blog outline right here that I've got over here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually copy and paste that from the history. So let's just go ahead and copy that to clipboard. And if we go back to focus mode, I'm going to go ahead and add that right here, just for my reference right here, which we'll work with later, okay? And another powerful feature, especially if you're into SEO, is the Jasper plus Surfer SEO integration. So if you actually integrate Surfer SEO, you can actually turn on SEO mode inside of Jasper. So I don't actually have this integrated into my account right now, but if you do, you can actually turn on SEO mode. And as you can see, you can refresh the page once you're logged in, and you can like, you know, make sure you're including your keywords in your article to make sure that your article actually ranks on the top of the search in Google as well. So as you can imagine, this can be a very powerful feature where you're not only creating content out of thin air using Jasper.ai, but you're also optimizing your content that you're generating with Jasper for SEO, so it actually ranks in the search engines. And that's very powerful and unique. So we've discussed a lot of today's video, and keep watching because there's a lot more information we need to cover before you can make a decision on whether or not Jasper or Rytr is going to be right for you, because Jasper actually has a unique feature and it's called Jasper Commands. If we go over here to pricing plans, Jasper Commands is basically, as you can see, you tell the AI what to write, like write a story about feeling excited to travel to Hawaii. And guess what? The tool is going to go ahead and do that for you. So let's literally go through a live example right now, okay? So if we copy this onto our document right here and we click on Control Enter to activate Jasper Commands, If we just click on enter, you'll see that Jasper command will automatically like write. You'll see that Jasper literally right off the bat instantly just wrote us a story about feeling excited to travel to Hawaii. So as you can see, the sun was setting as I packed my bags for my trip to Hawaii, etc, etc, right off the bat. Now let's do something actually relevant to our example article right here. So we have a title right here already, but I want to have more titles for an example. Okay, so let's literally say I want to write some blog post titles about how to learn Spanish. Again, if we go over here to our shortcuts to activate Jasper commands to auto-run Jasper command, simply click on command plus enter or control on PC. So I'm going to go ahead and click on control enter. All right, write me some blog post titles, and there you go. It gives us like some blog post titles instantly right off the bat. Okay, so that's Jasper commands, and you can tell it to do anything. It's just absolutely insane. You can tell it to write ad copy or an ad headline. It's just like treat Jasper command as if you're like talking to a human being or giving like a human being instructions. Just tell it what to do and it'll like literally do it for you. So Jasper command is a very unique feature that unfortunately Rytr does not compare with. Like Rytr just cannot compare to that, you know, and that's what makes Jasper really, really unique. Now, if we go back to Rytr right here, so let's just say I want to write a paragraph. What we can actually do is highlight these keywords right here, and we can click on write paragraph. So write a paragraph on the selected text. So write a paragraph based on the keywords that it's generated right here initially for inside of Rytr. So as you can see, it's generated a paragraph right here. Spanish is the second most widely spoken language in the world with over 400 million native speakers. It is the official language of 20 countries. So the content is actually not bad, as you can see right here. And what we can also do, so let's just say we wanted to change like the last part of the sentence right here of this paragraph, we can go over here to more and we can go to append. So you can append a few words at the end of the selected text. So in this example, you can just, you know, append this and it'll actually go ahead and change that as well for you. And if we go over here, you know, we can go over, look at these settings so we can, you know, shorten the length of a selected text that you want to highlight. You can go ahead and check for plagiarism as well. You can go ahead and expand and insert a few words to increase the length of the selected text that you're highlighting. You can continue writing, you know, auto write the next sentences of your, you know, article that you're writing inside of Rytr. You can write a paragraph in the selected text, rephrase it. You can improve the grammar and the readability of the text and the command as well. So it's actually not bad. So as you can see, when I appended the text, I actually didn't add a full stop. So Spanish fluency is beneficial in a variety of fields such as education, law enforcement, and business. So let's just add full stop. So that's obviously a minor mistake. That's not the end of the world at all. Now, if we go over here to Jasper, we can write the next sentence as well. So we can click on Command J or Control J if we're on PC. So for example, let's just click on Control J right here. So we can either press Control J, we'll click on Compose right here. So I'm going to click on Compose and it's going to generate some content right here. And then what we can do is we can just space that out, or we can make this the H2 for our content. And let's just read out the content right here. So one of the best ways to learn Spanish is through a course offered by your local community college or online. These courses usually last for around 16 weeks and you will have the opportunity to learn with other students in a classroom setting. So that's pretty good content. That's really high quality content. We can go ahead and do the same thing. So let's just click on Compose again for the second part of the article. Okay, let's just make this into a H2 as well. And let's just do this. So watching Spanish language television shows and movies is a great way to improve your listening comprehension skills. Not only will you learn new vocabulary and grammar, but you'll also get a better understanding of how the language is used in everyday conversation. So again, right off the bat, in just like 10 to 20 seconds, I don't even know how long it's been, but very quickly we've written some content right off the bat for these H2s. So right off the bat, we've created content really quickly, and we can do the same thing for the rest of these H2s. So we can turn these into H2s, and we can do this rest for these as well, very simply and very quickly if you wanted to. And if let's just say, for example, within like the last like sentence, we can go ahead and just like rephrase that and let Jasper do its magic again. And there we go. And we can click on replace the text, and that looks a lot more better already. So if there are any mistakes, you can rephrase that. You can fix the grammar as well. And again, we generated an outline early on throughout today's video. So a blog post outline, and the outline that we've got given here was very good, because each dot point out of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're all unique, like different topics regarding like how you can learn Spanish fast. So that has like, you know, been the foundation on generating the content that we've produced so far in today's video. So as you can see, it's been very convenient. And like I said, we can also use Jasper commands to really generate a bunch of content to a whole new level as well. You can use it to generate whatever you need, whether it's like ad copy as well. You can go over here to power mode as well and use all these different features right here. So the sky's the limit basically. All right, so after going through all of that, which tool is going to be right for you, Jasper or Rytr? And there's a few things to consider when making a choice. So right off the bat, the first thing you want to ask yourself is how much are you willing to spend, and are you looking for the best of the best, or are you willing to, like, you know, be on a budget? So Right off the bat, let's go over the pricing plans for Rytr. So the Rytr has a free plan right here, and you can use this basically as you want. So it's like a free plan, and you get 5,000 characters per month. So that is limited, but it is free. Okay, and with Jasper.ai, they don't have a free plan, but they have a free trial, so you can actually try it out for 5 days and get 10,000 words. So I'll leave a link down below to both offers as well, to both Jasper and Rytr. And if we go over here to the pricing plans, they have a plan for $9 a month, so that's actually pretty crazy. So for only $9 a month, you can get access to 50k characters per month, and then with a $29 a month plan, you get access to basically everything for the Rytr right here. And if we compare that to Jasper's pricing plans, Jasper is a little bit more expensive, let's be honest. That's, the fact of the matter. But what I really like about Jasper as well is the Jasper commands feature. That feature is just absolutely phenomenal. And what's also very unique with Jasper is the recipes as well. You can create new recipes that you can use to like generate AI content, and not only that, you can actually create recipes to generate AI content for yourself, but you can also use the existing frameworks right here, like the blog post framework. We can open that recipe right here, the product review framework, and you can use these frameworks right here to really create product reviews a lot more faster if you want to do that, for an example. And you can just use the Jasper commands to go ahead and really like get this up and running, and all the other different features that we went over in today's video to really get a lot of stuff done. So right off the bat, Jasper has a lot more templates. They have the recipes feature, and they have the documents feature, which we went over in today's video. So you can create like blank documents, or you can just do what I did throughout today's video, and then you can use the commands, like all the keyboard shortcuts with like Jasper commands, with when it comes to like writing the next sentence and stuff, and all that type of stuff. You can use Surfer SEO as well to make sure your content's actually optimized so it actually ranks in the search engines, because again, if you're going to be writing content, like the goal of running like articles and stuff is to rank in top of the search on Google, right? So that can definitely help you optimize your content to really give your content a better chance of actually showing up and ranking inside the Google search engines, right? But that being said, I do like Rytr a lot, especially for its price point. It's just unbeatable, because if for someone that's like on a really tight budget. In regards to the user interface right here, it's very simple, it's very simplistic. I will give points to Rytr because it's just very simplistic to use their user interface. It's very simple, it's very easy and basics. So I do like that feature in regards to like Rytr, but when it comes to Jasper, it is overall a more superior tool in my personal opinion anyway. So overall guys, if I had to make one choice or like pick one tool out of both of these tools that we went over in today's video, I would have to pick Jasper.ai. But again, both tools are really high quality. I do like Rytr a lot, and for its price point, like I said, it's not bad at all. But again, if I had to choose one, it would be Jasper.ai. Again, that's just my personal opinion, because for me personally, I want the best of the best, and I'm willing to pay a bit more to get high quality content. And again, when it comes to this type of stuff, you want the best of the best content, because your content is what's going to be making you money in your business. So yeah, I'll be leaving links down below to both Jasper.ai and to Rytr as well in the links down below in the video description. That will give you the best deals for either one of these tools. And yeah, thanks again for watching today's video. If you did find value in today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content regarding AI, content generators, and so much more content regarding internet marketing in general. And yeah, thanks for watching today's Rytr versus Jasper.ai and Jasper versus Rytr review video. Cheers.